Welcome to our show, A Gentleman's Take, a podcast where we offer you a more refined and sophisticated view on everything in this journey we call life.
All from the perspective of a gentleman.
Absolutely. I'm your host, J.D. Denbow, and this is my eloquent co-host,
Mac.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Man, it's a good day.
It's a good day.
Happy
It's
to
a
be
cold
here.
day, but it's a good day.
Man, that's how it is. But it's Friday.
Well, here's a quick rundown of things you can expect to cover today.
Yeah, we're going to tackle a variety of subjects and activities and offer our take on them. Or as they say in the common tongue, sitting around and shooting the shit. Is that about right?
That sounds right to me.
Okay, well, once again, a subject that everyone loves to cover is pop culture. So pop culture does cover a variety of topics such as music, movies, television, comic books, sports, video games, food, and even social media. So, Mac, you eat any good food lately?
I ate a hot link right before this.
That was a good hot link.
I'm pretty homebound lately. I don't think I've gone out to eat anything recently. What about you?
Myself, outside of basic like Burger Street type stuff, I think that the last refined meal I had would have had to have been Shogun Steakhouse, Japanese hibachi.
That's my favorite. My favorite is Japanese hibachi. If I had to pick one place to go out to eat, like birthday or anniversary celebration of any type, it's always Japanese hibachi.
Yeah, there are things I will do to a human to make sure I can get that fried rice with the egg in it. Oh, I usually get like 2 bowls. And
Me and my wife's first date was actually Japanese hibachi.
Really?
She's an independent lady. Like, that's who she was when we
Wow.
met. And so she's like, I told her we were going to go to this place called Otani's in Virginia Beach. And she said, well, I'll pay for mine.
Yeah.
I'm good for paying for mine. And I was like, I might have found the one.
Well, hey.
I was like,
As long as you're paying for you.
You're not going to pay for you. But at the end of the day, just the fact that you're offering, and I'm taking you to a place that this is going to be $100, you know?
You know, honestly, I like that approach. I wish I had done it differently all those years ago because I told my wife I would pay my then girlfriend on our first date. And I took her to a basically gas station, you know, got her the local pizza and the hot dog, whatever. I said, there is a smorgasbord of food here to choose from. No, hey, trust me, for you, honey, nothing but the top dollar. I will buy you the best here. And I did. So
your first date was at a gas station?
no, I'm actually lying. That's
Okay.
not the story.
I was going to say, you caught me
We
off
had
guard with that.
We had a little local cafe. I think it was called Cafe USA, and let me just tell you, it's not that good. I'm sorry for the patrons of Cafe USA. I know Mr. Kyle Lindsay will be upset about that because
I've never eaten there.
it's
I've driven past it probably 300 times.
it's over in his neck of the woods. So yeah, Cafe USA. It was okay. It was kind of, I don't know, a little bit of trash tasting food, but it was a first date, so we didn't really care. But yes, I paid. So there was that. But that's interesting. You took her to a Japanese hibachi, which happened to be your favorite food. That was a good call.
Yeah, I was like, if I had to go out to eat, I'm going to eat something that I like. And if she likes it, she likes it. If she doesn't, she doesn't. And my wife is very picky when it comes to food. So she doesn't like, she's the type of person who will go through a drive-thru and say, like, I want the burger plain. It's like, why are we paying $7 for a plain hamburger? Like, that's ridiculous expenditure. But I got her to try the yum yum sauce. And that was like a feat all in of itself. Because, like, she was not about sauces or anything like that. Just the fact that she tried that in the beginning was wild.
Well, you know, traveling over to Germany's delicacies, I can seem to recall coming to watch a football game at your house, and I thought at first seemingly enjoyed the beer brats you made.
Yeah.
And then I realized maybe she didn't because it had the beer flavor was pretty strong. But I just remember going, oh no, she doesn't like it. Okay, so.
Well, she'll do like she'll do some things if it's cooked, but if it was like a sauce on top of something, or if she swears up and down that she can taste lettuce even after it's been removed off of a burger. I'm like, lettuce. You could eat a whole head of lettuce
I can
and not
understand
have
that.
any flavor.
I can understand residual tasting. I don't know if that is mental. I mean, onion, obviously, you're going to have a residual.
Yeah, like
There's no
onion,
doubt.
I can believe. Onion, I can believe. Lettuce, I'm like, dude, I could eat lettuce and not know that I'm eating lettuce.
I bet you. There's people I can talk to you about that would probably feel the same way. There's people, same thing with pickles. Well, pickle has juices anyways. So I would say, you and I have been to Texas de Brazil,
Yeah.
which is a Brazilian steakhouse. So they bring out all kinds of just fancy meats, from just around the region or the world, I would say. Like you have your beef, your chicken, your lamb, and probably, some pork too, I believe. But yeah, of course, if you're going to eat at Texas de Brazil, you're going to want to have your steaks, all kinds of steaks, your picanhas, your filet mignons, your bacon wrapped. Well, I think it's bacon wrapped filet, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was the first time I'd ever had picanha.
Yeah, garlic picanha, spicy picanha. It just cooked to perfection. Just chef's kiss, as they always say. Another thing they have is lamb. I'm a huge fan of the lamb. They have lamb chops, which is an upcharge now. They have leg of lamb, and they have lamb sirloin. And so just good stuff. And you had the lamb, right?
Yeah, so I think it was the lamb chops that you got, and it had this little like peppermint, like, I don't know, peppermint paste is the best way that I could describe it. It was like bright green. And I remember, have you ever seen Chopped? The show Chopped?
No.
So there's this show, and they make all kinds of random food assortments, and they have to use all kinds of ingredients. But like one of the biggest things is they're always talking about like how it looks. How it looks is just as important almost as how it tastes. And when I saw that green, I was like, this is not good looking. It looks terrifying. It just looks like...
Was it the dipping sauce, or was it actually on the meat?
No, it was the dipping sauce. It was like
Oh.
alien juices.
It had
is
like
what it looked like. But I tasted it, and I was like, holy smoke, this really makes it come together.
I
It was
wouldn't
like
have
a
recommended
sweet
the sauce
peppermint.
because I think the seasoning on it was enough. It was this delicious lemon peppery. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just delicious.
But didn't my son eat some of your lamb chop? I'm pretty sure
I
he
offered
did.
it to him, so I think he did.
I think he did. I don't think that he liked it. I don't think that lamb was his.
I mean, as a teenager, maybe he might get a taste for it as he gets older. But yeah, I think he's definitely enjoyed the restaurant.
I think that like children, they like chicken nuggets and hamburgers and chicken strips and stuff like that. But it's like you get more like a little bit more refined, and they just don't appreciate it.
To give your son credit, though, I'm sure he's past the chicken nuggies and mac and cheese phase.
You don't know him. The
Hey,
cheese
I
biscuit,
still like chicken nuggets and mac and cheese.
cheese biscuit will always be his number one. He loves himself a cheese biscuit. When he was little, we used to always have to go to Bojangles, and he'd always be like,
Bojangles, yeah.
"Dad, I want a cheese biscuit." I was like, "I know you want a cheese biscuit. You always want a cheese biscuit."
Hey, man, that's your jam. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And and if you're gonna go to Texas de Brazil, avoid the salad bar.
Yeah.
I would definitely avoid pork. I would definitely avoid chicken because it just tastes like something you grill here at the house. So definitely go for your delicate beef, steak, and lamb.
I mean, if you're spending $50 a plate, like and it's all you can eat because they walk around as many times as you want to get food, you get food. But I mean, if you're spending $50, then for me, I'm like, hey, let's hit the high dollar items. Let's eat tons of filet. Let's eat tons of bacon wrapped filet. That's where it's at. Shrimp, because that doesn't fill you up at all.
There is shrimp here,
as proven at Red Lobster, all you can eat, when I crushed like 18 trays.
And if I recall the end of that whole thing, it might have
that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant.
So, so just to recap, if you're on a first date and you want her and she's willing to pay, take her to the most expensive place you can. If you are on a budget and you're going to pay, local gas station. Just kidding. Local cafe. Local cafe. And then as you grow together and are more refined in your tastes, then definitely do something like Texas de Brazil and go back to that Japanese steakhouse. And this time you can pay. Anyway, so and while we're still on the subject of food, I'm going to recommend a movie I just watched. Perry recommended this, and Perry will be a future guest on the show.
Can't wait.
It's called, interesting guy. It's called The Menu. It came out last year. I think it was up for some awards, and it's about a group of people that are selected to go to this island, an exclusive island with an exclusive chef who preps all these courses. And over the course of this movie, just there's just some things that you're starting to sense like something's really off here with the presentation. Oh my gosh, are they not allowed to leave? And they have to keep eating. So the story unfolds. And
They're
it's
eating
really
human.
Huh?
Are they eating human?
You know, that was my assumption too. I don't like movies like that. And I don't know. I don't want to drop any spoilers, but let's just say I was pleased the direction it went. Because
Okay.
I'm not for eating human. That makes me sick. Or does it?
I mean, if you're hungry enough.
I mean, I think we did a crazy take on this one time, about eating human if we had to in a survival situation. But no, the movie does not cover that. So anyway, I would recommend The Menu. It's on HBO Max. Watch it. It's a good time. Which will, by the way, as we just mentioned it, let's go ahead and seg our way into the crazy take. So the crazy take is something we do on a daily basis where we participate in a group discussion of hypothetical scenarios, and they could be so over the top that it's going to draw more participants that are listening in, and then it just takes all kinds of twists and turns by the time we get to the end of it. So, you got any crazy takes, Mac?
I got a pretty interesting one. Is your stomach settled? Are you ready for it?
The hot link is digesting. Yes, we're good.
So, if you had to drink a glass of your own urine, but it tasted like your favorite drink, or you had to drink a glass of your favorite drink that tasted like urine, which would you pick?
Is this a one-time thing or the rest of my life? Would I choose to drink urine that tastes like my favorite drink the rest of my life? Or
Let's go one glass a day for the rest of your life.
Just one glass a day, and then once it's done, it will revert to normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just one
so
specific
if I had to
glass.
one or the other. So knowing I'm drinking all the toxins in urine, but it doesn't taste bad because it tastes like soda. Or would I have to drink my favorite drink knowing there's nothing bad in it, but it'll taste like piss?
Correct.
Urine. Okay.
Correct. It's going to taste like piss. Let's be honest.
Okay. And how much we talking here? Because, I mean...
I'm talking a standard glass, like a what is it, 20-ounce glass, 16-ounce glass? How much is a normal glass?
20 ounces is fair. Okay,
Yeah,
so
like
let's say 20 ounces.
2 cups.
Honestly, I would hate to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and go with I'm going to drink my drink that tastes like piss.
Really?
And I don't like being lied to, so... as long as I know I don't have the toxins and the disgusting, knowing that piss is going back into my body after it just been expelled, it's kind of a one-way street here. So I'm going to grab it, psych myself up,
Dude,
and power chug it. You've seen me how I chug water.
Yeah, but I don't know that you could get down a glass of urine a day. That's you're gonna remember the taste from yesterday, and then the taste from the 2 days.
That is true.
Prior.
You have to wash the taste out of your mouth now. It's like
now every day you're just gonna be drinking something
gosh.
that tastes.
So what type of urine are we talking about here? Are we talking about the kind of urine where a person's kind of dehydrated?
Yeah, it's got to be dehydrated urine.
And it's something that you can almost taste in their diet.
Can't taste clean. Can't taste clean. It's gonna taste. It's gonna taste like you just got done with a long run, and it's just like the yellowy brown. Dehydrated, you need 4 canteens to get clean.
Where it almost looks like apple juice?
Yeah, apple juice.
Oh, gosh. Well, okay, so and that's so basically the worst kind of urine, and it's gonna take a while to get that.
I mean,
taste
we're
out
not
of your
talking kidney failure urine. We're not talking about like there's a speckle of red. Like it's just discolored. Standard discoloration.
Okay. So not a clean bill of health, delicious normal urine.
Yeah.
I said delicious.
Pretty much.
Okay, so I'm still gonna stick with the urine. I'm gonna drink with it's urine flavored and enjoy my actual drink.
Nope. I'm the opposite. I would actually, now that you mention it, I would actually pick apple juice as what I'm tasting. So it looks and vibes, the consistency is the same.
You know what I think? Yeah,
I'm just gonna drink apple juice
I think,
flavored urine
I think
that just tricks my mind that I'm drinking apple juice.
If you drink apple juice and then it tastes like urine, I think once you finish that, I think you should pour more apple juice and just use that, because I'm not an apple juice guy, but wash the taste out your mouth, you know?
That taste isn't going anywhere, I don't think. I mean, there's people that
you
drink
don't
their own urine
you don't
for
want to be eating
survival.
steak later and just like, and then kind of sad because there's a hint of urine.
Yeah.
In the
The remnants are still there. At least it's not like
that's some kind
matter
of delicacy in a foreign food category, I'm sure.
stuck in your teeth. Like,
We're really on the food thing today, though. That's interesting. And
like poop that tastes like chocolate,
oh,
or chocolate that tastes like poop. That would be way worse. Because you'd be picking it out of your teeth.
Sorry, I rebooted. If we're gonna
just
the worst kind of poop.
like,
No,
dude, I don't think I could do that.
No. And I'm glad you went with urine instead of you went with number 1 and not number 2.
Yeah, that's brutal.
And
That one's brutal.
I'm sure we can revisit that on a crazy take some other day.
Yeah, I'd hope not to.
But yeah. In the end, I'm not gonna drink piss. I'll drink it if it tastes like piss. Fine. You know, just say try Pepsi's new brand, Pisola.
Yeah, hit us up and definitely.
Yeah, what do y'all think about
that? Let us know which one you prefer, because I think he's off his rocker on this one.
Right. But again, nothing bad's going in your body. And what would you do? Anyway, that's a pretty good take, man. That's a pretty good take. Sick, but a good take. So that just makes me want to. I don't know. That makes me want to
Sanitize your mouth.
well that and defeat you in something, because it just makes me so mad thinking about it.
Oh, this part.
Pretty much. So I'm going to issue. That's right, a gentleman's challenge. Gentleman's challenge will be a episodic series of challenges to determine who the better man is amongst us and who the lesser man is. So, and then once that has been established, the better man we'll go right into our next segment, where the better man will issue the comeuppance for the lesser man, his punishment.
Who's the reigning better man?
As we have had one episode previously, right now you have the credit of being the better man, but
that's what I'm talking about.
you're not the better man for today, my friend.
Not yet.
Not yet. But yeah, there's always room for improvement. Today's challenge will be a simple game of high-low. So high-low is just going to be a best-of-5 series to determine who draws the high card. That's it. It's that simple. Because that's the more gentleman thing to do, is when you leave it to chance. And
So basically, you're taking all skill out of the equation, because the skill won. I won.
Exactly.
10-4.
10-4.
So who draws the first card?
Would you like to determine that with a simple game of paper, scissors, rock?
Do you remember how to do that?
I think so.
Got him with it again. Okay. So I can play or defer?
Play or defer. Be my guest. Me go first?
I'll let you go first this time.
This will be a high card. Oh,
Dang it, I should have picked first. Okay,
Should've.
so I lost.
high card goes to JD. Let's see here. Ooh,
Yeah.
please be out.
That's what I'm talking about. 1-1.
We're 1-1. Here we go. Oh my.
Hey.
You shuffled this deck, right?
No, you cut it.
Okay, here we go.
2-1.
Oh,
Okay, so if I get more than a 5, I win.
that's correct. Your smile gave it away.
Yeah.
Damn it.
2-0. That's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna go ahead and execute that comeuppance.
All right. So the comeuppance. I'm not ready for this, but we're going to do it anyway because we're professionals and this is what we do.
So, how'd that cream pie feel?
You know, I don't appreciate how you cream pied my face, but this week I am the lesser man. Again, yeah. Tastes pretty good, by the way. So, thank you for taking it easy on me.
You're welcome.
I think. So, that wraps up the Comeuppance portion of the show, and we're going to move on to our final segment, which will either bring scrutiny or unity, depending on the point of view, where we bear it all with what we call the hot take. This is where our take will differ from that of popular opinion or counterculture, right?
Counterculture, yeah.
Okay, so would you like to go first, Better Man, for your hot take?
I think you should go first. Why don't you go ahead?
Since my day's already ruined, I don't mind ruining other people's day. So in light of Hogwarts Legacy having dropped, I'm going to go ahead and say that I believe Harry Potter to be trash. Harry Potter, while very popular, no, I've not read the books. I know I'm going to get flack for that, but I don't care to. Not into wizardry and stuff, but I have seen all the films. I tried to enjoy it. It just wasn't for me. There were things I liked. I liked the Quidditch games. I liked the special effects. I love Alan Rickman as Snape. I was actually disappointed he wasn't in it more when I said, dang, if they just focused on him more, then I would really enjoy this series. And my wife says, well, it's called Harry Potter, not Professor Snape. I said, that is a fair point. So, and I think mainly it's just my annoyance of it is it seems to hold a higher rank amongst the fandom, the nerd empire, if you will. It's got the most space in all the collectible stores. It's got, the more merch, and it's just always mentioned first. And I feel like an outsider, and because it's something I don't like, and it's just everywhere. So that's my take. Harry Potter's trash. I'm sure the books are good. And do you like Harry Potter?
I mean, I pretty much agree with you. I did not grow up really watching Harry Potter or reading any of the books. I would be lying if I said that I think that I watched a movie. Like, I've seen parts of movies that have been on, but I would be lying if I said that I could for sure tell you that I watched one fully all the way through. But it's kind of because if something is overhyped or I think that it's like oversaturated, I just stay away from it, which kind of leads me to my hot take. I think that since I'm more on the music side, I think that my opinion is valid here. The Beatles are overrated. And I say that because people talk about the Beatles and how great they are, but I think a lot of what they were using whenever they made their songs, other people did, and other people did better. I just think that people accepted the Beatles' version of what they put together and what they appeared to be at the time. They just took that and they said, oh, the Beatles are the greatest rock band ever. And then that's just kind of been passed down. It's kind of like the Jimi Hendrix thing. Like, Jimi Hendrix is a great guitarist, best guitarist ever. I would say no. So it's just kind of in that vein. Like, if I ask somebody what your favorite band is and they say the Beatles, I'm like, you don't really know music. Regardless of whether you like some of their stuff, saying that they're the greatest ever, just tell me one thing that sets them apart.
Mac,
and they don't.
Mac.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be counterculture, not cancel culture. We're going to lose like a subscriber.
Well, I mean, the one of the two of you that are watching this, I'm sorry.
Actually, don't apologize. That's how you feel, man.
I'm really not sorry, by the way. that wasn't a sincere apology.
Sorry, not sorry. But I agree with that. I'm not a Beatles fan per se. I can respect the legacy.
Yeah.
I know what they did, and they were larger than life. Like, they were beasts. Women loved them. Men wanted to be them. And there's a couple songs I enjoy. I mean, when I found out one of them was a cover, I had no idea. I thought it was their song. It was Twist and Shout.
Yeah.
Had no idea that was a cover. I thought that was theirs. And love that song from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the parade.
But that's kind of what I'm talking about when I say that they took a lot of other people's stuff and just engineered it in their own specific kind of boy band way.
Right. Now, like things like, I mean, what was it? I think it's a bit overplayed, but Yellow Submarine,
not a great song.
No, or it just, hey, the Beatles are what they were. They were a legacy. They were a legend. Were they the best? I think they're overrated, but then again, also that's you know, that was definitely before my time
Yeah.
too. So
I agree on that.
but yeah, because I'm thinking if I'm thinking of that same time period, if you're going to go boy band, I think we discussed this recently with somebody else. Is I'm going to say I much prefer the sound of the Beach Boys and what they pulled off. You know,
I like
that
the
was a
Beach
funner
Boys.
era. Are they better musicians? I don't know. It's just personal taste.
I wouldn't say the Beach Boys are the greatest either.
No,
I mean
no.
they have their own realm inside of that same group. It's like you. So I like any music. I'll listen to anything.
Is Hey Jude an original of the Beatles? Does anyone know that? I'm not up on that knowledge.
I think it is.
Okay, I like that song.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite songs by them. It's the most stripped back, or not the most, but it's one of the most stripped back songs that they have.
Yeah.
But I kind of like it. Basically, when I'm looking at it from like just a musician standpoint, I can appreciate all types of music regardless of the genre. I just found out that there's a really famous actor that I can't really think of his name, but he does bluegrass. I'll remember Steve Martin. But I watched him on a Tiny Desk concert, and I was like, holy moly.
Was it the Blues Brothers? Was it Dan Aykroyd?
No.
Okay.
I think it was Steve Martin. I'll look it up after this, but
Martin's very talented.
basically he plays the banjo, and I didn't know that prior to.
Oh yeah.
But
I think it was him.
He's pretty good at what he does. I'm not a big bluegrass fan, but I can appreciate the musicianship that goes behind it. So, like, I listen to it.
What about Jared Leto and his band?
The Kill? Or 30 Seconds to Mars, I mean?
I believe, yeah.
30 Seconds to Mars, I liked them. I don't think that they're the greatest ever, but I liked
enjoy
their
them.
music.
They're the talent.
I listen to it. I say, dude, they set themselves apart from other people, and for them to be considered one of the greatest, they have to have something that distinguishes them as unique. And I think that they were not unique enough to be labeled the greatest. That's it. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
I agree with that. And in the end, it always boils down to people's personal tastes, which is what the hot take is.
Of course.
That's just our opinion, man. So, and that's that. So, all right, Mac, I think that'll about wrap it up for today because I feel pretty wrapped up right now.
Yeah, you look pretty wrapped up.
I have the dog at my pants down here licking them. So.
Maybe you should have wrapped up prior to what just happened to your face.
Oh, man. If only I'd been the better man. But that's not the case. All right, better man. So did you have fun?
I had a great time.
I did too. So one of these days, we will make you the lesser man, but it will not be this day. So anyway, we hope you all also enjoyed, and we look forward to providing more content for you and hopefully grow the show a little more as we find its footing. So I'd say that with establishing the Gentleman's Challenge and with all of our discussions, we covered a plethora of topics and in a manner most refined. So all of this comes together to form the perfect take.
Or a gentleman's take.
That is a fair point. You think I'll catch on to that? So, alrighty. Well, until we meet again, be sure to sit back, sip some bourbon,
smoke a stogie,
and appreciate the finer things in life. Preferably without cream on it. Look at this. Wow. Ooh, this bourbon's tainted. The Audience Take.
We want to hear from you.
Any suggestions or requests for future takes, challenges, comeuppance, or criticisms, please email us at AGentlemansTakePodcast@gmail.com.
Don't forget to check out our Twitter and Instagram pages for exclusive content.